Yeah, hi Rahul. So this is in continuation with what we have discussed last time. So as you know, this is the application, and we were discussing about how to identify the table of content sections so that we can remove it. So I have tried numerous ways, different approaches and different algorithms. Uh, but as you know, the challenge you have already know, right? There are these EPUBs are not in a standard format, so that is why we have all these difficulties coming. But still, I wrote a custom uh, execution plan. So um, what it does is Rahul. So these are the three EPUBs available with me. Now what it does is, let's say it opens one of them. This is the smallest EPUB. So it opens the page, and then what it does is it will, out of this page, it will check if it is the cover page or not. Some prerequisites it will perform. Then what it because for the first page is an image which do not need to scan for, then it will remove this section. Then a couple of steps it will perform. Then what it will does is it will look for anywhere in the page where there is a table of content is available. If there are multiple places, it will take the first place where the table of content is available. So in this case, it will have a hook over here. Now once that is done, what it does is, using something called recursion, I am iteratively going back and forth between the tags. So that means in this case, table of content is over here. So it, using recursion, it will iteratively go reciprocate between back and forth until it reaches the body tag. So what it does is it will just remove this one step, then in the next iteration it will remove the this step. Likewise it will go and eventually yields the make it starts from the table of content. So this, when I tested this on the existing three EPUBs, it is working in most case. So we can see if any any other EPUB is not working. So in most cases this algorithm seems to be working. Although the standard is different, I have written in such a way that it will adapt to different conditions. But there could be possibilities that other scenarios can also arise. But it can handle most of the cases. Now let's say if I'm taking one of the another one which is a big EPUB. So let's say I'm opening this one. Here also, Rahul, as you can see, after a lot of text, we have at least somewhere we have this table of content. So, so the what it does is it will go scan the page and it identifies that the first table of content is over here. Then what it does is it will try to locate it. Once it located, so here the complete structure is different, but it is still, it will iteratively using recursion iteratively try to delete it until this came on the top. That is what it tries. It is fairly complex. So now I will show you one example how it works. Uh, so here this is our application. So now let me process one of the image. So let's say I am processing Great Gatsby. So I selected the Great Gatsby. The EPUB is selected. Now I want to add some of the images. So I'm just adding some images. Images are also added. Now I clicked on upload file, so that in the background it got processed. Now let me, using a EPUB reader that I installed, I'm just trying to open and see how it goes. So let me open it. Now I opened it. Now the first thing that you can see, Rahul, as you suggested, I have removed the cover page. Now this is just a text and an image that is coming from this ebook reader. Actually, it is the outer image also got removed currently. Now if I open it, you can see that we have a first page over here. Let me, this is the first page, which is a page with image removed, that is a blank image. Then second page comes start from here. Here, like as you mentioned, I have added a section for putting the heading and the author. So the first section will tell the this is the author. So it will add a from, then the author of the ebook. So this author it is obtaining by looking at the manifest. So if you see, so this is Great Gatsby. So what it does, it will go to this OBS. Then from there it will go to the content, and you can see on the content there is a creator section where the details of the author is available. So it will go through it, parse this F Scott Fritzland, and then that it will put on the top of it. Then the next section is the title section, which also it will go through this metadata section. It identifies this title section, and the title section is the Great Gatsby. It will put over here. So it all do it in the standard EPUB parsing way. Not the file name it is putting, it is clearly putting the title by going through it and identifying the data. Now the immediate thing that comes next is the table of contents. So the other things got removed using this method. Now coming to, like we go further, I have added few images. So you can see that the images are coming with a constant height and width, and it is center aligned, and also it has a what to say, a caption which is in italics as you mentioned, and has iterative numbers. So this is illustration 1. If I go to the next image, this is illustration. So this is image are there are too many images I have added, so it is iteratively increasing, like 2 3 4 5. The rest of the image that it cannot occupy, as we discussed, it will given to the last page. Now this is how it works. Now I will show you one more example. So I removed the existing things from this EPUB reader. Now so in order to reset it, we can just click on this refresh. So it is ready for processing next file. So here I can click, and let's say I am now we processed Great Gatsby. I am processing Art of Public Speaking, which is fairly big EPUB. So I selected this, chosen some images, processed it. Again opening ebook reader, adding the file. You can see here also the image and everything got removed, the Art of Public Speaking. If we open it, it also has this information reading from the metadata and starts from the table of content. Also has images with illustration 1, illustration 2, likewise it got added. Illustration 2, illustration 3, likewise it got added. Now let's say if we have a ebook that didn't have a table of contents. So in our case, Mahabharata didn't have a table of contents. So in that case, it won't throw error. Instead, it will adapt to it. So if, let's say if I choose Mahabharata, I choose few images, then I am processing it. Now if I add add Mahabharata over here, Mahabharata, and if I opened it, EPUB reader need to close and open. Yeah, now as you can see, Rahul, first page is still empty. From the second page, since this Mahabharata didn't have a table of contents section, it directly starts from the heading and then directly start from the details of the Mahabharata. So then it goes like as we expected, all the images and everything will come. So that's how we have done it. Let me know your suggestions, Rahul. Thank you.